In terms of challenges, I know this is a complex process. Again, facilities are different, campuses are different, people are different. What are your biggest challenges in sort of getting the university's facilities and campuses to a point of being resilient as you would want them to be?
Surprisingly, I think a lot of people would say funding or money. That is not ours. So we'll prioritize resiliency. Whether you want to call that reliability, recoverability, or redundancy, or team safety. We always prioritize that. So I don't feel that it's funding. I think kind of in higher education and facilities right now, the biggest challenge to improving facilities and resiliency in general is the workforce. The team, the people. It's a challenging environment right now. So you're not, you're battling everyday challenges, but also maybe competitors, poaching your people who have maybe a hybrid or better hybrid or a remote option. So kind of keeping that labor force and the talent. And where I'm going with that for resiliency is you need that talent for longevity, system integration, tying systems together. When you lose an important cog or piece, a person, it's challenging. You got to keep the quality of the team as a whole. At the University of Chicago, we have a couple of mantras, which probably people have heard before. One is for students, so they call it the place where fun goes to die. I'm not sure about that one, but another is rigorous inquiry. And they sound kind of rough around the edges, but I think, when you get behind the scenes, what we try to do is, nothing but excellence. Focus on the best results, challenging, hard work. So in regards to our biggest challenges and resiliency, we may be a little rough around the edges with our mantras, but I think we're trying to focus our efforts and keep the team together and only have the best people. But it's a challenging labor market right now.
In terms of maybe a success story, can you describe an especially successful effort within the resilience activities at the university, maybe a particular project or program, anything that stands out?
Sure. So I just got off a call with our chief electrical engineer probably an hour earlier prior to this, and we were discussing the program we have. We're a very research-centric university, so our reliability, especially in electrical infrastructure, is absolutely critical. We have a very defined arc flash analysis program. We rotate through parts of the campus on a 3 to 5 year basis, testing, as well as an infrared IR testing program. We're looking for hot spots. They're looking for breakers which might need coordination or adjusting. Looking for maybe loads that have increased or decreased for whatever reason. So we're really looking to be proactive, that instead of preventive maintenance, kind of a get ahead of things. So I would say kind of our IR and arc flash electrical preventive maintenance program is something we're really proud of. It's created a lot of resiliency. We track issues. We look at, has this been a reoccurring problem? Is this something that came up before? Okay, we fixed it. This didn't come up 3 years ago. So we think we've solved the issue. So we're really proud of that program in regards to resiliency.
Safety never rests, and the threats to facilities and staff and the campus never rest. What is ahead for the resilience efforts for the university?
I think we're looking at linking our resiliency efforts with some of the other focuses for the university, and things that our clients, our students, staff, faculty, researchers are focused on as well. And a lot of that is we're tying together. How can we tie together things like our greenhouse gas emissions plan and strengthen our utility infrastructure? Can we diversify and increase resiliency through things like geothermal wells, electrifying the fleet, even long-term master planning, which is something we've been looking at, creating like a if this, then that for our electrical grid over the next 10 years. So I think we can link some things together in regards, resiliency shouldn't be a standalone. It should tie together and integrate with other priorities for the university. In our case, like our greenhouse gas emissions is very important to us. So why can't we tie the two together and make them both be productive? That's kind of where we're going, and we hope that's something we can be successful with.
Well, very good. I have been speaking this morning with Brian Copperthwaite, who is Senior Director of Facility Services for Maintenance and Operations at the University of Chicago on resilience at the university. Brian, thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks, as always, Dan.